Rob Reeves.
Too perfect. They want me to rap about the times that I was broke. About the time the mother niggas tried to play me close. I was injured in the game and wasn't season ended. I speak on it just for real, we not pretending. I remember y'all was asleep, we woke them up and kept it going. I got used to doing the type of shit I know they can't afford. Got me digging my lord, she intrigued with my presence. Him stomping if you stepping, we supposed to it get hectic. Everybody want their turn, but we the ones keeping it lit though. Yeah, you say you hear me, you understand what it meant though. Me and Rob Reeves did it so you know it's elegant. Sparking up my blunt, now you can't hit it cause you smelling it. Why instead of love me, they be hating when I pop out. Don't worry about before, I worry about what I got now. I'm saying, but I ain't living in that bag, we envision it. Only got one life up in this world, I'm trying to get rich in it. She wanna be around me cause she know that nigga different. And everything I told her, yeah, sounded too magnificent. Ain't know that's the company. Told him send that invoice. We don't need no interview. When I say this the big boy, they want me to rap about the times that I was broke. About the time the mother niggas tried to play me close. I was injured in the game and wasn't season ended. I speak on it just for real, we not pretending. I remember y'all was asleep, we woke them up and kept it going. I got used to doing the type of shit I know they can't afford. Got me digging my lord, she intrigued with my presence. Him stomping if you step.
I didn't even see you, Ron. My bad. I'm rolling up, bro. I need this music, bro. But for my and this Advil. Feel like Kanye. Sunglasses and Advil. Cause last night was mad real. Yeah, man. That's all, folks. Was good, man. New era, man. Was good, man. I know this shit's a real family because I've been missing the gang, bro. I ain't gonna cap. My boy,
What's good, Hoop?
I ain't been happy to talk to you in I don't know how long. Come on, man. What's the vibes, man? I need some Laker energy, man. Fuck what these
Bro,
niggas talk about. I need some energy, bro.
now they try to start mess already, man.
I know. I was just seeing in our chat, see Wall was like Monday morning clicks. Like,
Yep.
bro, we all know Rob is not trying to not trade those guys. It's just got to be the right trade. like, come
like,
on, bro. We now it's look, Rob's terrible. New era. You ready for today? It's gonna be a
oh
lot of.
yeah.
He's not even trying to trade him. See.
Uh,
See.
I was on Mark's space yesterday. NBA fan.
Where was that? Because I'm mad I didn't know about that.
Who had a space yesterday?
No,
Mark
no,
Cuban.
no. I'm talking about. Hold on, New Era. Let me ISO real quick.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Nah, Fred, I'm talking about the function, the
Oh,
Sunday game shit. That's what.
I was like, nigga's face was lit. Bro, somebody just called me after I dropped baby girl off. And it was like LTD. I just pulled up and it was that shit was crazy.
I never been to LTD on a Sunday.
Yeah, bro. After when they do when the layback allure people
Yup.
do the season, they usually do the LTD right after, bro. Anytime you see them layback allure people, I ain't gonna lie, their shit be lit, bro.
Yeah. My G's one of my niggas too, so I
Okay,
gotta really tap in.
yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like those guys are not from here, huh?
Nah, they're all transplants.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Every event they do, Rome, it be lit. I ain't gonna lie. Every event they do, bro. But nah, man.
Yeah, I might be out. So wait, so it's only. So I wonder, is that a every Sunday thing? Like, are they
I'm
running it back?
I'm gonna send you the flyer because I think it's like certain Sundays
Oh shit.
after they
Okay.
do after they do season. But I think they got another one coming up though, like in a week, two
Yeah,
weeks.
I gotta at least get one in before the end of the summer.
Oh yeah, come on, let's get shit. My summer's coming to an end. It's gonna get back to teaching.
Right? My nigga gotta go back in 2 weeks, bro.
Ah, so
Don't
you a
do that,
teacher who?
huh?
You a teacher?
Yep. I'm
What
a,
you teach?
I teach resource, so I teach like two or three. subjects. I got a study skills class, and then I teach math and language arts.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
What
So,
level?
huh?
What level? High school, junior
No,
high?
middle school. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
my bad. Junior high. It's probably different out there.
Yeah,
Junior
that's
high
the
for
same thing.
junior high for us is sixth, seventh, eighth. But I know some people like seventh. Seventh, eighth, ninth is. But yeah, man, junior high, bro. So I got the I got the kids that's terrorists at that age. But
Hey
nah,
man,
man,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
for sure, for sure. But nah, I gotta find that Rob shit, man. I was looking at that shit, man.
Yeah, the article is nasty, bro. I
Is
mean, the
is
one
it a whole article or is it just a
it's kind of like it's not really a full article. It's more like it's like a speculation, like type of deal. Like they took some quotes from Silver Screen and Rolls on like different ideas of what the Lakers should do. So they was talking about like trading back for KCP, which I
mm,
was like, I'm not mad at it, but like,
right? I'm
what's
not
the
gonna force it.
yeah, what's the deal? Like okay, give me a like, what's the parameters, and then we can see like yay or nay. Like, do we have to give up draft compensation? Like, who do they want? Just all expirings? Do they want Dalton? Like, what? Like, what's the piece that they really want from us? And I know KCP got a player option after this year, so I'm guessing they probably just want expiring money. But I'm just like, bro, we don't even know what the trade packages are, and you guys are like, oh yeah, they could have traded Gabe and Jared already, but they just decided not to. I'm just like, okay, bro. But all the people that don't like the front office, they're like, oh, see, I knew it. They could have been made a trade, but they didn't, and they don't know what they're doing, and they're incompetent. And I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, you just want that to be the fact, so he could get fired. So that's the narrative you're just gonna run with. I'm like, bro, we all like. I said just a couple of weeks ago when they was getting smart, they was trying to make a trade so they could clear up the space. They didn't want to waive Jordan Goodwin. So you telling me during that time they weren't aggressive, but and they didn't have any deals that made sense for them. That if they did have it out there, they wouldn't do it.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, it's common sense at this point. Like, it's like I mean, I defend the front office. I like I'm I defend the front office, and I realize the front office is imperfect. I'm just like, bro, what front office is? Like, you can't
Right.
find me a perfect front office. And we make all these crazy like analogies and this and that, and it's like, bro, like if you go by the results, if you go by what's happened in recent history, like Lakers have been actually a decent front office. It's just a lot of narratives that go out there and make it seem like they ran horribly and that they suck. Like one thing that kind of stood out to me too is like us trading for Luca, right? Granted, we traded for Luca. It was a gift. Whatever people want to say, whatever. But the way we treated Luca since he's been here kind of stands out to me a little bit. My bad, just got a phone call. But
Now you good.
nah, like the way like they catered to him, the way they kind of treated him, even like after he signed, they took him out to the concert, got the vibes high, like what I mean, like just seeing how they like integrated Luca in, it's kind of impressive to me. Not saying that it's like elite GM and our elite front office work. It's just like, but I see like the work that they do put in when it comes to certain things. Like they made LeBron felt comfortable as possible once he got here. AD, the whole nine. So it's like, bro, like you can't sit here and tell me like this is like one of the worst front offices in the league when I see them constantly have success. And it's just like, nah. Well, if they ain't winning championships, then they ain't really having success. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I guess, but like, I think I said it one time. Like, the NBA's been in a league for like 70 something years, and the Lakers only have 17. So we going by championship or bust. They failed a lot more than they succeeded. That's why it's never really like No one wins a championship every year. I don't care who you are. Eventually, you're gonna have hot times. You're gonna have cold times. Like you're gonna have cold seasons and hot seasons. Like the Bulls ran off what 6 out of 8, and they haven't been back since. Like it happens, bro. Like that's why it's like we put all these unrealistic like expectations on the Lakers because they're the Lakers. It's like yeah, bro, but they still only got 17 chips. Like if they were that dominant, they would have had like half of the chips. You know what I mean? If it was like that, but it don't work like that. You don't always
Scoop,
win.
scoop,
Man,
my nigga Scoop.
what up, man? What up with y'all?
JID, man. This nigga's in here, man. How you niggas doing, man?
My bro.
Good, bro.
I've
Hope
been
y'all had a
seeing
good
that.
I'm
I've been
blessed.
weekend.
seeing
Good
that.
afternoon. How y'all doing?
I've been seeing that KD bullshit all over my timeline, bro. KD been
Mm.
going
Oh yeah,
crazy,
that
bro.
was another thing I wanted to talk about
Hey,
too.
new era. Hey, who? Jay, why KD over there beefing with Twitter motherfuckers while I'm knocked out? I woke up to that shit. I'm like, I'm sleeping in
What you
bed and
mean?
you.
Him and Jehovah was going at it again, man.
No,
This morning?
it was this other
Yeah,
dude. This
there
other
was another
dude.
Oh
dude too,
They
but
was.
no,
Jehovah was
bro.
in it too.
Hold on, I gotta look at.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta go ahead.
As,
yeah, yeah.
Jehovah said, man, he's making a living out of that. So
Hey,
you
look, it's
see
right
what you
here. Look,
see.
I'm finna put in the jumbotron. It's right here. It went viral, bro. It went viral, dude. Like, that shit was crazy. KD was like, somebody in the comment section had said, we got our first ring. OKC had got their ring, and KD had commented, yeah, it took you 10 years. I was like, wow, like, whoa,
He really said that.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
dead. I
Mm.
have to find it. I swear to God,
I
on the
did
This
see
spot.
that. I
is
didn't know if it was
Just
real.
go to KD's replies. You'll see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
bro.
He
Yeah, bro. He
oh.
really
Let
said
me
that shit,
see.
bro. Yeah. And then
Wow.
he
He
said
really
anybody
just
that score.
said that,
He said
bro.
anybody that calls him a one of the best
Excuse me.
scorers of all time, you're diminishing his career. Which I don't know what that means, but okay. Yep.
nah. He was saying
I get
too.
that because he's saying you guys only loop me into the scoring category. What I can do more is basically
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
he's saying.
Rome. I see what he's saying, but it's like a nigga like me. I know what KD capable of, brother.
But
yeah,
a
but the way
lot of
people
that,
talk on him though.
but a
Yeah.
lot of that has to do. See, that goes back to my garage theory. I always go back to the garage. Everybody has the garage. Now the problem is whether or not you again, for nobody that never heard me state that the garage is the tools in the
Hmm.
tool shed. You have a whole assortment of tools to your liking of what you want to do.
Uh huh.
Scoring, playmaking, rebounding, leadership, defense, anything basically that I would use. It's mainly six for me that I would use to impact, if not dominate the game. Basically make your stamp on the game, and he has the garage. The problem is he mainly uses one of those tools at the most elite level. Now, that don't mean he don't use any other ones. It's just he does not use all the other ones to the same level as the main one he uses. And that's why he gets talked about in that manner, in my opinion. That's just me. And maybe I'm looking at it too simplistic of that, but that's just like, bro, it
I
makes no
mean,
sense that he's never made a defensive team because he's a damn good defender.
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
a
He's actually
damn
good.
good one. Like, really, really good. But that goes to show you
Perception.
well, it, it's perception, but at the same time, it is reality, though. Because realistically, do I think he probably should have made one a couple of years? Probably so. But how many, though? You see what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
a
do I
lot.
think he should have made?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Do I think he should have made like one, two, or three of them? Probably so. Now, do I think it should go along this like seven or eight or nine? Hell no. You see what I'm saying? But that's the point. You should
Yeah.
have been there. You see what I'm saying? Because I truly believe if we got more of those, we would not put him in just the score. I don't like it that we put him in a category as if he's just in a more improved version of Carmelo Anthony. Because that's how it's translated to me.
Yeah.
Because
That's how it comes
it
off
comes off like
sometimes.
that, right? Because with Melo, that's
Comes off.
all we
Yeah.
talk about. We don't talk about nothing else that nigga does in an elite level. That's it, just the
But
one
I think
thing.
that's unfair to Melo
But
too.
you can say it's unfair, but is it considering how they play? Yes or no?
No, no, no. It's definitely like I'm not gonna say it's completely unfair, but I think it's unfair to a
What do
degree.
we? What do we? What? How do we get to the point where we're labeling the guys? What we label like Melo a scorer? When do
Yes,
we get how did we get to that point, Jack? You know what I mean? To where it was like, oh man, this
I
nigga
follow you.
just scored. You know what I mean? Like,
I follow you. Well, I think
cause
it
like
starts at
I think
uh-huh.
about it like people like we end up with these terms for the players, but I never thought like when do we act? When does it hit? You know what I mean?
Right,
I just
right.
want to know your
Well,
thoughts on that.
my thing is this. Well, look, let's look at, for the most part, or at least individually, me, how I look at a player's career. First four, let's say 3 to 4 years for the most part. Basically, your rookie contract. Let's just
Right.
call it that, right? Your rookie contract. First step is just to basically get in and get your feet wet, right? Basically show who you are. I want to show that I'm a premier player in this league. So whatever skills that I had, basically coming from either high school or college, depending on what player we're discussing, I want to show that I can do that, right? Now we get into year five. Around year five, at this point, we're already used to the traveling. We've gotten in the weight room a good amount of times. We've already gotten used to certain things that we like to do, if not can do very well. From years 5 to about 9, let's translate that to the second contract, right? That second contract, that's when we start refining who we want to be as a player to me. I feel like that, in my opinion, is probably your most important years, because when you get in that second contract, you've already established yourself as a player of to your peers and us as the fans, right? Now, when you're doing that, now we're starting to cultivate different things within the original skill set that we likely came in with. You notice, I'll give an example. Melo, for the most part, he put a lot of pressure on the rim early. Like that was something that around year 3, 4, and 5, we was getting downhill a little bit more as we got, before we got a little bit older, right? And that's dealing with the youth. Your youth is your athleticism. That's going to be at least your physical prime years where we can get up and down without too much healing and what we got to do, right? KD, he drove to the basket a little bit more when he was younger. You see what I'm saying? Once we get older, now we're going into year 9 to like 12, 13. You could translate that as the third contract. Now we're the wire, we're now in our prime. You're beginning your prime in years 5 to 9, but we are in the heart of our prime. This is likely what you're going to be your peak for the most part. This is probably going to be the best of what we're going to see from you. I would think once we gotten that, we've now gotten to the point where we've mastered something. You've either mastered scoring, you've mastered playmaking, you mastered the IQ aspect of it, or we're refining that to the expert level of what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? Now you can translate those things into what we need to do to whether or not we bring a championship to whatever team that you're in. Okay, because if you notice, if you win for the most part, what years is it in between for the most part? Usually within 7 and 10 for the first one, if you get one, if you're
Hmm.
lucky,
That's
right?
true. That's
You see what
true.
I'm saying? We rarely get the one before year five, like a Bean, like a Wade, Magic. You see what I'm saying? You'll have Duncan, you'll have some outliers, but that's built. Think of every team that I gave you,
They
right? That I just gave you there.
they got put in good
There we go.
situations.
They got put in
Yeah,
situations with that player ascending. We either hit
yeah.
the ground running like a Magic and Duncan, or we're ascending like a Wade, like a Bean. You see what I'm saying? Now we get into the latter stages of our career where you're 13 on. At that point, we're either going to stay elite for a couple of years and then we get on the downside of the prime. You're likely, for the most part, especially if you're a perimeter player, your game is going to likely stay 15 feet out. Why is that? If I'm year 13, how many times do you think I want to drive to the basket and get these old bones hurt? Not many. I would like to
Hmm.
think at that point, Kobe didn't drive to the basket. Or if the numbers are wrong, correct me, please. I would like to think I saw Kobe score more 15 feet out back then from year 13 on.
Yeah, he
You
did.
see what I'm saying? Your
He
eyes
did.
told you that,
Hmm.
which is smarter. Bron is doing that now. What once we got to Cleveland, once we got the second stint in Cleveland, how did he score a majority of the time? 15 feet out. Now you would think the smarter thing for him, being a bigger body, would be the Karl Malone game, 15 feet in. But hey, he's so great that either one it would have worked. Apples and oranges. But that's where I think it goes to hoop is some players get stuck in that stage of we come in with what we know how to do and whether or not we cultivate other things around us for that. Now, to the garage theory that I always talk about, again, it's not that you don't have access to the tools. It's just whether or not are you going to use it to the same ability as the other. With Kobe, I felt like I got 3 to 4 tools we mastered damn near. We mastered. Like all right, you know what? I don't need to score that much today, but let me make sure I grab this pace of game real quick. I want to make sure the game don't get higher than where I want it to be. If I'm LeBron, you know what? They're playing low on me as far as that. You know what? Let's grab this playmaking axe off this grind here. You know what I'm saying? Let's carve them with our playmaking, our IQ at that point. You see what I'm saying? Other players, the greatest of the greats, and he's one of those. The greatest of the greats, they know how to implement the game in multiple ways and master that. The problem is that there are times where you are so great at one thing that can overwhelm your other abilities because you don't show that level to that same capacity. And that's an unfortunate thing with him. And to be honest, I don't think that narrative would die with him. I think it's going to always be there. I
Yeah,
do. I've always
that
believed that.
definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. One thing KD was saying, he was saying he's every coach's dream because I guess he could do a little bit of everything and he could play in any system. So, and I don't think he's lying about it,
I don't think
honestly.
he's
Like
lying,
I
but at
think
the
it's
same time, I don't know if I can think of him being put in a situation, not saying that somebody asked him to, but he himself took it upon himself. No, I need to do more of this. I need to do just to take this back just a little bit and add more of that. I don't know if I can name a situation where
hmm
he's done that. Whereas with Braun, I ain't got to ask that. With Bean, I ain't got to ask that.
yeah, of
You
course.
see what I'm saying? Like those two guys, Jordan, I ain't got to ask that question. You feel me? They gonna figure that out on their own, whether or not okay. They probably don't need 30 from me tonight. Maybe I can give them 24, 26. But let me lock up this person coming off these screens here. You know what I'm saying? Let me direct this traffic from being the
Mm,
mic on defense on this back line here. You see little things like that. And again, that's not saying he's not capable, because the language matters to
yeah,
KD. It's not saying he's not capable, but can you say that he's done that to the highest of the highest? I don't even think he can lie to himself and say that he has. That's me. I'm not gonna speak for y'all, but I would just
yeah,
love y'all opinion on that, because to me that's what it sounds like to me.
yeah. I mean, I know Jehovah would agree with you.
Listen, I don't know what's going listen. I don't know if he held out his stuff at an arena for him to sign and KD just overlooked him. I don't know. Because I've seen some fans in my day. This is different.
He said he's dying on that hill, JID.
Well, okay. Well,
Well, I think what it is too. I think just to get that interaction with like to get KD to bite at what you're
get
saying,
them to notice him.
kind of yeah, it's kind of like you talking to a celebrity, not for nothing. So
I
like
mean, I
that
think
could
I
be an
think
ego
Jehovah
boost.
really hates him now. I'm not gonna say he doesn't really hate him.
Yeah, I think it's like a hate love thing.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's true.
weird. Like
What did
if
Casey
Let
KD
me
was
tell
Veggie
you
say?
exactly
blind,
what
it's
it is.
like
It's
What did
like
Casey Veggie say?
yeah,
Love and hate is the same thing.
bro,
yeah,
it's
I
like
yeah,
think it's just on
let's
the
let's
opposite.
continue the narrative of father and son. It's like your daddy
Oh
wasn't
no.
around, he missed a lot of your life, and now you
Mm-mm.
hate this nigga, but you really love him on the inside. You just don't know where to direct your
Mm-hmm.
hate at.
mm,
It's some shit like that.
mm,
What did he call
That's
it? What did he call
yeah,
himself from? Wanda's what?
Wanda's grandson. Bro,
grandson.
that's
Wait a
why he
minute.
said
Wait.
words like I'm disappointed in you. Like you nigga, stop it.
Disappointed.
Don't say I disappointed you. Don't
Like
Right.
even
the
That's
say
pop
that.
that's
that
Jay,
showed
that's
up
what I'm
after
saying, bro.
18
It's
years,
nasty.
huh?
Yeah, and like KD's, he like having fun from time to time, so he entertain it.
No, see,
So
I don't
just
mind it. It's just, I guess where I
it's funny to
what
me.
what I don't like is that okay, I guess for me, reply to somebody that obviously is an active user. Like if it's like somebody that got like 2 followers or something like that, like fam, don't even waste your time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like somebody literally just probably created that account just to fuck with you. Like no. Now Jehovah or somebody like that, and if it's some and you may be just bored. You feel me? You may be just getting treatment and just on your phone. You feel what I'm saying? By all means, say what you
Yeah.
gotta say. Because
I mean, Jehovah got a little bit of a following though. He got way more followers than me. So he got a little platform. So that's why KD engage, I guess, engage him from time to time. But he even gave
And
Jehovah a
and he's so
little
he's so
respect.
damn consistent. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Like he on that time, like
Nah, yeah,
So
he gonna do that. That's you know what I mean. Jehovah's, he not no dumb nigga. Just from what me and Rome was talking to him, like he got a mind. You know what I mean? There's a strategy behind what he's doing. It just how it go, how we see it.
Hmm.
We see it like but not like that. The people that's got some sense, bro. There's a strategy behind what he's doing, bro. It's just
yeah,
nigga, are you gonna be able to capitalize off it or not? Because
I
right
mean,
now you're just a
I
troll.
mean, but what's capitalizing off of that? What does that
No,
mean?
no, to whatever his strategy is, you know what I mean. He
I
kind of
got you.
he kind of explained it to me and Ron broke it down, like
Yeah, but like, what you just at, mom? It's just like for me, it's just like
That's
it
what I'm
seems like you
saying. School,
embarrassing
it,
yourself.
it
Like,
it comes out. That's what I'm saying. It comes out like, what do nigga? What are you
yeah,
What's the
doing?
end
Da, da,
game?
da.
hmm,
Like,
Like,
what's the end game still?
yeah, I know what you mean.
If he really wanted to be like a Skip Bayless content
hey,
creator
can
where
He
you're
everybody
could,
just
hear? Okay, is it
he
going in
could.
and out?
wait, what's up?
Can you hear everybody? Hear everybody? Okay, there's a couple people saying it's like going in and out, so I just
Oh
want
yeah,
to.
I can hear everybody. Who all
Yeah, I
talking?
can.
Yeah.
It was like that for me as a listener.
Ron,
As a speaker,
Ron,
it's
Jay,
not.
yeah, everybody talking. Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, Ron. Go ahead,
Nah,
Ron.
you good. I'm saying if he wanted to really like spin up like a Skip Bayless type podcast where he's just overly critical of everything, KD and other people do, that will work. Like
Yes,
it's
definitely.
the recipe. He
Yeah.
will continue to go viral. He will
Yes,
continue to grow his following and he will continue to
yes,
make six figures from that, from
yes.
hate.
I do. I definitely
Interesting.
believe like the skit. Like, yeah, I can get with that. I can get with that. I can get with that.
See, man, listen, I applaud people like that. I do, because I really couldn't care that much. I just couldn't. I could not, bro. I couldn't do it if I tried. Don't laugh, because that's not
No,
funny.
that's
What I'm
but
saying,
that's real. But remember, Jay,
I
just
genuinely could not care that much to
just
dislike
hey,
somebody in some type of way.
just because we wouldn't do it, don't mean it won't work.
Nah, it's
No,
just
for sure,
crazy.
absolutely,
But
for sure.
it is diabolical. I hear you.
Okay, all right. I'd
And
rather
And
use that
Jehovah
wording.
wears it. No, Diddy, he'll tell you.
No, because like, okay,
Let me
like
stop for he just creeps
no,
on in here.
no, because I'm trying to think of the thought process, right? All right, so all right, tomorrow, August 12th. Like, you know what? Let me talk about how he's not efficient at the rim anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like what is it? Like, is it like a every day it's a new thing you going at bro with? You feel me? Or is this the same song, different venue? You feel me? Like, I'm just trying to figure that out. You feel me? My logical brain doesn't compute with stuff like this. So y'all gotta help me.
it's low hanging fruit.
Okay.
Like KD's an easy guy
That's
to
fair. He
criticize.
is. He is. Same with
So
Bron.
like if
Yeah.
yeah, so if I'm like an account that's okay, I'm gonna dedicate this account to criticize this dude. You're gonna get naturally you're gonna get a certain amount of followers
Gotcha.
where they're gonna be like yeah, because they ride with the narrative. So they like yeah, we got your back, blah blah blah. And then if you can actually get a response out of KD, now
That
he
just
really blows
amplifies
up.
it. Yeah. Okay, so
Exactly.
it's the because I just got put on to this about a year ago. So it's the anti version of what those pages, the Muse pages, I guess, where they post all the positive shit.
Hmm.
So it's the opposite of that,
Exactly.
basically.
It's the
Oh, okay.
opposite.
I follow now. That makes sense. Man, to be
So
dedicated to
and I
something like
mean,
that, man, that takes a different cat, man.
but you make money off of it too, though.
Damn, man. Listen, listen, man. Listen, I'm not gonna cut nobody dollars off. Let me shut up.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna cut
I no,
nobody
I hear
dollars.
you.
I'm not.
I hear you. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It is.
Yes, it's it's a lot of work for
It's a
you.
lot of
Like, it's
work.
basically saying you're gonna be dedicated to somebody else's life. I don't know if I want to be
Yeah.
connected in that way. That's me personally.
Skip
Now him, it
Bayless.
may not.
I'm not gonna lie,
That's what I'm
Jay.
saying.
Skip
That's
Bayless.
how America is set up, bro. Because when you go to
Oh
work and
man,
clock
Yeah.
in, unless you're self-employed, you're dedicating yourself to somebody else's life, low key.
well,
Brian
put it
Windhurst
like
until
this. I'm
LeBron
talking
called
about
him
from a
out.
mental aspect. When I work in state government, I truly couldn't give a fuck about anybody that I'm dealing with. Couldn't care less about them. I
But
genuinely don't
JID,
care.
think of some of the people that have done that. Skip Bayless and Bron.
Yeah, for sure, for
Brian
sure.
Windhurst
I
with
hustle with
Braun until
LeBron
he called
for
him
sure.
out. Who else?
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
a
could think,
it's a come up,
yeah, you could
bro.
think
It
of a lot
definitely
of
is.
people that just, you know
I
what I
had
mean?
a
And then
fire
if you if you
commercial
go to the
idea with
extreme,
Brian Windhorst, and I thought it would have been dope back then. It ain't gonna be dope now because you know fuck with him. I had
Well,
a
yeah, no,
fire
that's
like
because
commercial.
Bron called him out. But at first, it was like, a lot of people trusted what Brian Windhurst said in regards to Bron.
I mean, he was one
yeah,
of the few sources
like
that we had that we go because
yeah,
Brian didn't really start getting this vocal until we got to Miami for the most part. Before then, it'll
yeah,
be
No, that's
bits and
real.
pieces you would hear from him. You know,
Man,
now
we woke up every morning and watched Skip Bayless get on Bron
exactly.
for
And
his
then what
whole
happens
career.
is you get the
His
counter.
whole career.
Uh-huh.
this is when I knew it
They
was kind of at least going in that direction, similar to what we're at now with the debate aspect of things, you know, television wise. When they're going to a timeout and LeBron, I guess, bumps Spo with his shoulder or something like that, and they made like literally an hour segment on that. I was like, fam, well, what are we doing? Like really?
uh
Like this is worth an hour to discuss? Like, bro, he probably didn't even feel bro there, Paul. You feel me? Like, come on now, like this is worth that. That's when I was like, okay, like what? All right, because I was in college then. I'll never forget that. Like, I was like, all right, bro, like what are we doing? But hey man, get your money, man, get your money. Whatever you get, as long as it's legal. That's all I ask of you. As
yeah,
long as it's legal. Now, if it's legal,
yeah.
play ball. If it's not, may the Lord have may the Lord have favor on you, man.
It might not have Jay. It might not have got us nowhere in our generation. We didn't know what trolling was really, but
That
shit. In
fam,
this
like,
in this generation, bro, like Rome said, bro, you can
bruh,
go
It's a
viral.
moneymaker, bro. Yeah.
here's my thing, True.
But Jay, but look, this the point though. With Rome, I get what Rome's saying is because like it'd be different if KD wasn't responding. He's actually
True, for
giving this nigga
sure.
the time of the
One
day,
thousand
bro.
percent true. 1000% true. Because you
So
would think for somebody like that, like, see, all right, no disrespect. I got a lot of love for anybody in here. I do. This is good basketball talk, good vibes. Y'all lucky I wasn't a professional athlete. Y'all would hate me. I would literally say I'm above you. I'm
uh,
dead ass. Like, bro, I would think, but you would think that would be the attitude of somebody like that, though, right? Like, you would think, like, bro, if I'm Brian, I would like, nigga, I can buy you. Shut up. You see what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, I would talk sense
Buying a
like
nigga
that,
is crazy.
you be on that Charles
but
Barkley tip, huh?
bruh, don't just leave. I tell people just leave me alone.
he'd be a new Barkley.
Just leave me alone, bruh. I'm not trying to be a role model. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Don't say look. If you, I've always said this. If I'm a professional athlete, this is the thing I've noticed with athletes. They rarely make the biggest deal out of anything you say between their 94 feet or their 100 yards in the field. They rarely do that. There's a pattern there. They only get like that when it's shit outside of it. So why don't you stop talking about the shit outside of it? But of course, we live in a rebel society now. If I tell Hoop to not do that, guess what Hoop's gonna do? He's gonna continue to want to do it like a hard-headed kid. I get it, man, but it's just hilarious, man.
Yeah, Katie is a troll too, so I don't take what he says too seriously. I don't take Christmas.
No, no, no. There's certain things where you can look at him and be like, he meant that shit. Like that one thing there where he said it took them 10 years, he meant that shit.
You said what? You went out for me.
That when he said the 10 years, like in 10 years, y'all finally got one, he meant that.
I think that was a troll
Nah,
answer.
I think he meant that.
Uh,
I think
I
he
think
meant that.
I think he's a troll, and
to a
it's
certain
funny.
degree, is he lying though?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not lying.
Fred, what did the good prophet say? Two
It's
things
like,
can be true, right?
yeah,
Two things could be
Yeah.
true. In the words of my brother Rome.
Like
Facts.
I remember talking about Presti. Like I'm not here to attack Presti or anything. I think Presti is a great GM.
he is.
But uh, I'm like, how many GMs will have the rope that Presti had though
Not a lot.
to prove that he was that good?
Not a lot.
Like he literally had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russ.
Three Hall of
Traded
Famers.
James, lost KD,
Yep.
and didn't win one championship with it.
Not
Like
a
a
one.
lot of teams probably would have fired their GM after that.
Matter of fact,
Even though it's a lot of politics and
right.
money and different things
Let
that
me
went
ask
into it,
this.
but like a lot of PR wise, a lot of people wouldn't have survived that.
Let me ask this. KD leaves.
Yeah,
Russ does not have an. He has a decent year, but not the MVP type year. You think that heightens the percentage that they like and be like, all right, but let's go in another direction? Because I think
maybe
I think the Russ how he played after
MVP
KD
season
left,
saved
yeah,
them.
after he played like that, and then we had some good seasons after that. Then Paul George came to the fold, gave us a solid season and stuff. You see what I'm saying? I think
Mm,
that kept the doubters at bay to me.
exactly.
That, but they were also
Okay.
cash poor, and this was in a recession. And I've spoken on it before. Their ownership money backing lost 95% of his nest egg, and so it
Mm.
got real spooky for them. So it could have been a money thing why they couldn't fire him because they also just paid all that money to snake a team. So they kind of had to sit still for a minute.
Makes sense. And
You
he
saying they would
always
have
had
lost money if they
potential.
fired him? Because if they
Well,
were
you
in
gotta
the
you gotta
hole,
you gotta pay him. He was under a
You gotta
6 year
hire somebody
contract though.
else.
Like you got to pay two GMs at
Yeah.
that point. Then
And if you struck on money, then you just like, hey, we'll just write it out with him
I don't know
until
much
his
about the, at
contract's up.
least for the GM aspect, for that players can be bought out. Can GMs can the same process go for the general manager? Can they
well,
be bought out as well?
yeah, it's the same thing. Like
Okay.
there's a guaranteed number, and usually I'm assuming with all the front office people, just like with the coaches, like you're paying 100% of that shit. And so
Right,
whenever
right, right.
somebody
Of
gets
course.
fired, you're still like Budenholzer is
Yeah.
still getting
He's
paid
still getting
like
paid
seventy
by the
million or
Suns,
some
yeah.
shit like that by two teams.
By
That's
two teams at this
crazy.
point, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same shit with the GM people.
Interesting. Well, okay. Well, when that
So
is, yeah,
yeah,
I can see the financial aspect of that because you'll have to pay him
yeah,
and
that
then the
makes
new guy you
sense.
hire. So, damn.
Yeah, you're not trying to play two
Hell
people for
no,
one
you're not.
job. I get it.
Hell no,
That's why
you're
it took them a minute to move off Scotty Brooks too, because they had PJ
Yeah, I
Carlissimo when they
remember.
moved over, and that was just like a
PJ
hedge coach.
already in
And
the
then
Yeah,
fold
Scotty
at that
Brooks,
point. Yeah.
he had quite a bit of rope too.
Mm.
for the
Hey,
long
shout
haul, it
out to
worked
them,
out
man.
for him. You know what I mean?
Well,
Worked out for
one
him.
thing about them and the Spurs, they play the long game.
Yeah.
It's really three teams. I wouldn't even call y'all that, LA, to be honest with you. Y'all ain't the long game type of people.
Nah,
No
nah, nah, nah.
disrespect. That
No,
ain't
it
y'all
ain't.
move.
It ain't disrespect.
Y'all more
We look.
y'all are more like 2 to 4 year type of thing. If we haven't won in two to
Yeah,
four
and if
years, all right, bro, we probably need to move on to the next thing.
yeah, if
Because
you ain't make nothing
this shit
shake,
ain't
then
working
yeah,
out.
it's
Yeah,
time.
with
Yep.
that because or it has to be at least some faith within that, say, that third year. Like, let's say you made it to a finals, like, all right, we're just right there, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could add a piece,
Yeah.
subtract something, you see what I'm saying? It'll be something like that where you kind of get a year or two more and some leeway. But you ain't made that fan base for 2 4 years over with. They gonna want you, they want to move on to the next thing. But those three franchises for sure, they play the long game. Those three for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody can't like everybody like the Lakers. I don't think it's realistic for the Lakers to build
No.
long because I think fans are too impatient. But
To,
I
and,
also
and
don't
and to
like
be
everybody
honest, y'all
can't
shouldn't
use the
now.
Laker model either, huh?
Well, and to be honest, y'all shouldn't now. This is what they know y'all for. Just stick to that. Because guess what? It's worked.
Yeah, of course.
Every
Yeah,
time
I
y'all
mean,
have
yeah,
the guy, you've gotten one through. Every time. So why break away from traditions? Why do it?
yeah,
It's worked for you since then. Why stop now?
yeah. But like I also realize like every team can't build like that. So like it's more than one way to skin a cat. So like
Absolutely.
you gotta do it different ways. That's why the OKC model works for them. I don't think it would necessarily work for the
Shit,
Lakers. 'Cause I
no.
don't like. I don't see Laker fans being that patient.
Hell no.
Now, like a team like the Clippers probably could do a slow burn like that, something like that. But
Wow.
they're kind of desperate
Well,
to try to like overtake us to a degree.
no
So
disrespect.
that's
They've
what
been
kind of
burning
makes
for a
them
little
look.
minute, haven't they? We
Yeah.
kind of we darker than me at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, but the whole KD thing is definitely interesting. I mean,
I love
because
it, man.
I guess
I
he
love it.
already know
Me
He's
people.
too.
hilarious.
He,
Me too.
yeah,
He's hilarious.
he already know people ready to take those shots at him because OKC win. So he like, all right, bro.
That shit is
He
hilarious.
got
Him
his
go back and forth
material
with
ready.
everybody.
KD be inviting the shots though, because before it got exposed, he had a burner. He, was saying anything and everything about his organization. So it's just, hey, it's a double-edged sword. You gonna talk shit,
Well,
they're gonna get talk shit about you.
but if
So
anything, what I respect about it is the fact we even found out about that, and he basically kind of turned it up after that. I respect that because he's like, oh, okay, now
Yeah,
y'all know. Oh shit, well now I can say whatever the hell I
Yeah,
want. Like,
he like
I'm
fuck
gonna
it.
let
Shit, I might as well.
yeah, I'm gonna let
might
the
as right,
chopper
might as
go, bro.
well.
Let the
Yeah,
chopper swing.
I
There it
respect
is.
JID
that.
is.
Respect that. Bruh, wait. All right. In his mind, he looked at it as I've already robbed the bank and I didn't get caught. So what the fuck can you say to me? You hear me? That's how he look at it.
Yeah,
I've already gotten away with it. Like, what do you peons want?
yeah. I think he low key was pissed that they traded Harden too, though.
Yeah.
Like I think he really like hated because they just got to the finals that year and traded him the next year.
Well, in this,
Like people people kind of like brushed that under the rug. I'm just like, bro, that was kind of like a devastating move when it happened.
but eventually you would have had to choose. I don't
Yeah,
think you
but
could
they
have
could have
done it.
chose someone else.
I don't know because given how good we know James was when you give him the reins, man, and I ain't gonna lie,
But
that's a tough choice
but
to
low
pick between those two.
but
Both of
Jay,
them are awesome.
low key out of the three, who would you let walk?
Well, let's get this understood. KD will be under lock and key until further
Uh
notice.
huh.
His ass ain't gonna know
What?
damn well.
And
Now,
what about the other two?
oh man, okay.
Eh, you might have to go
Do I
Harden,
want
bro.
do I
Bro,
want
this shit's
do I want the
hilarious,
top end peak or do I want consistency?
man. He got every screenshot of KD. Jehovah is hilarious, bro. What
Yeah.
the
I
fuck,
get
bro?
I guarantee you we take his phone. He got about 300 things
Bro,
that can be
JID,
said. Swear to God.
I'm looking in the comments and
Knowing he does.
the signs say Westbrook is better. Like,
Well,
damn, this
Yeah,
nigga
yeah,
got
that's a little
every
crazy. Come on now.
screenshot,
You
bro.
wild enough.
it's
Yeah,
his
that is
money
wild
You
maker,
know
work.
what?
bro. Like,
He's
You
it
know
so
what
makes
funny,
sense,
though?
bro.
bro.
You know what? I'll take Harden. And I know that's
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
not the answer a lot of people will want. I'll take Harden. I'll take the peak. Because I look at it as if I already got KD in the fold, I feel like with Harden, I can build more around those two than I could around
Mm-hmm.
what we saw.
Russ and
Because
him. Yeah.
because because I'm looking at it, man, that playmaking, bro, that is way more
Hey, man.
deadly than people realize. If you put the right guys around them, it really is, bro. That shit is a problem. When you can make plays for
Yeah.
others, you are creating so many threats to the defense to where now the scouting report is a lot longer than what it would be if it's just you. You like you on the Rockets.
Hey, man.
Like okay, put it in this context. Let's say the Rockets got to a finals, right? And they were
Uh,
close. What would it have to take? It would have to take well, kind of what we saw, a Herculean effort from Harden with some good help from Chris Paul and the others, right? Right? Meaning what? He would have to play above himself rather than just the team around because the lack of the parts around you equal how much more you have to give to get past that other team to me. That's how I equate it for the most part. Like the 2018 with Bron shows that. The lack of the
yeah.
parts, he didn't have as much, or if we thought we had something and they really didn't show that much in the playoffs, he had to exert himself a lot more. You see what I'm saying? So because you
Mhm.
notice when he had Ty, didn't have to do that as much. He was still him and he had played above himself still a little bit, but he didn't have to do it as often. You had more of a safety blanket there. Well, Harden, he ain't had a safety blanket. Or the sad part is he ain't the safety blanket. Because usually for your star, you want that to be that. You want that to be obviously the most surest thing. And I don't think you get a more sure thing now than Shea at this point right now, outside of him and Joker maybe, or Giannis, however you want to translate it.
Could you have Could you have let go of Ibaka and kept Harden, or was that the next year they had to pay Ibaka,
I think if I
or was that
memory
the
serves,
same year?
was it the same year? Because it's either that or a different year where they wanted to because they wanted a big to be there, and I think their mindset was if we have Westbrook, we have the point guard, quote unquote, the playmaker. He could do a lot of different things, and he's so dynamic. But he can influence the game in other areas around these other parts, the KDs, the Ibaka pick and pop situations, and it did work to a certain extent because they did get to a finals, and that was even with Harden in the fold. But man,
I think they underestimated
yeah,
how much
like
Harden meant to that team.
that man.
I think they didn't value it as much as they should have, because he had a bad finals. So like I get it. Like after that finals performance, he seemed like the logical choice to get rid of if you had to get rid of one. But like if they don't beat the Spurs without James Harden that year, like it was like I remember when they traded James Harden as a Laker fan, I was smiling.
You was happy
I
about
was
that
like,
shit.
yes, because I was looking at them like, yo, they might go to like 4 or 5. Like I was looking at them like, yo, they might be the team, bro, because they were young. They just got to the finals. They had KD, Harden, and Russ, and then they had like dudes like Ibaka, and I was like, bro, like who's gonna beat this team?
Yeah, because that second round when they got y'all. He didn't
Yeah,
work with
it
just
was yo,
30
it was
minutes of play, man. He did enough. He did more than enough.
bro, it was spooky, bro. Watching them
He
play
was
us, I was
so
like,
good in that
yo.
little amount of time. He was really good.
Like they were all like 23, like 21, like they were so young. I'm like, yo. I was like, once they figure it out, bro, who's gonna stop them? And then they just broke up the core. I was like, cool, thank you. And it never made sense to me at the time. And I feel like KD, to a certain degree, I don't think he says it, but like I think he kind of holds a little grudge against OKC because of that. And I think that's why after he left Golden State, one of the first players he tried to hook up with was James Harden.
I
He try to reunite with James Harden again.
I feel like it was one of them situations where I agree with both of y'all that I think that Katie, because we know that Katie and James had a previous relationship and they were always cool. But if you look at the landscape, it's like the Heat had the guard, the wing, and the big. The Celtics
Yes.
had the guard, the wing, and the big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
wing in the
so when
big.
you're
Yeah,
looking at it,
One at each section. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So like for Sam Presti's like, well, Ibaka's hella athletic because I don't know if y'all remember like how defensively dominant Serge Ibaka was early on before
Oh,
the
yeah,
oh,
injuries.
yeah.
he
It was
was, man.
crazy.
He was like a
I
smaller Dwight
remember.
Howard, bro. Like it was
I
nasty. And so
remember.
like I don't ever
Yeah,
fault them for that one because like just the way that the game was back then, like you really needed that athletic big, especially to compete with the Bosches, the KDs, and the the later the Kevin Loves and the shit like that. Like the game hadn't fully transformed to the small ball slash like the guards and the smaller wings run the league yet.
Was that before or after Kerry Hilson, Rome?
Chill out, Fred. That was during that whole thing, bro. Because his stock was up. Because then he was on that cooking show too, bro.
hey
Yeah, I
yo,
remember.
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. I get it. Like after that finals, it was right after his horrible finals like performance. So like he seemed like the lot. Like if you had to shed salary, he seemed like the most. Like you could probably get the most in return for him. Plus you could shed his salary. Blah blah blah. Like it wasn't like I guess logically like looking back on it, like I understand why they did it. I still think it was a mistake. And it's not like hindsight. Like I think it's a mistake. Like at the time, I thought it was a mistake too.
No disrespect, because it's kind of family
Yeah,
business. But I feel like if they knew that James was going to be able to play point guard like how D'Antoni had him, they probably hindsight 2020 they probably move Russ instead of James.
yeah, yeah. But like I'm thinking about that finals because Russ had like a 43-point game in that finals. So like, James Harden was like a no show.
You know
So
what,
it was
New
I don't
Era?
know.
We should go back and watch that game by game. I would love to see these niggas get packed up.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just
that.
evil.
Know where
That's
James
kind of evil.
we know where James Harden was.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna start tapping it with those playbacks, bro. Because I seen you did the Kobe 81 point game. I was going to check it out. When I had some free time. See,
Yeah,
you guys'
you
thoughts on that
have
game.
hope.
That I know that was probably
Should have seen
fire.
Kobe's free throws. Talking about Kobe didn't have no free throws in the 81.
He shot 18 for 20. Like, who said
Y'all
that?
remember Jehovah said that?
Bro, what
Yeah,
was funny was Tate was in
insane.
the comments and Tate was like, bro, and they said that this man is not top 10. You should see some of the nasty shots that he had to hit. Like somebody on the stream was going
Bro.
through the numbers and like Kobe had like 27 shots a game and like the next lowest or the next highest was Odom at 11. And it like literally, bro, it was a lineup of it
Bro,
was
your
Kobe.
next person is 11 shots and you scored 81. That's nasty, bro.
Fam, listen to this lineup though.
Yeah.
Listen to
That's
this starting
insane.
lineup. It
I
was
understand.
Smush at
I
the
get it.
one,
It's just,
Kobe at the two, Odom at the
oh
three,
man.
Kwame Brown at the four, and then
Oh
Chris Mim at
God.
the five.
Oh God, no. I know
Oh
why you
man.
had it.
Oh my God,
Nasty
the
work.
spacing on that team
Who
is
the fuck was he
New era,
passing the
nasty.
ball
exactly,
to?
Oh
bro.
my
Like, why do you
God.
think that this man, like, because all everyone cites is Kobe's not efficient, and it's just like,
He
bro,
had nobody to
that
pass the
team is
ball
so
to. The
nasty.
fuck? Who gonna make?
He,
Who gonna go get a bucket?
Facts,
But Kobe.
facts.
That's it.
Come on, bro. Like
Ruben, we saw it, bro. They were double teaming
yeah,
Kobe,
I
and
think,
he was still getting jiggy, bro. It was
bro,
still getting loose. Like what are we?
bro, for that month, he averaged like 43 points a game for that whole month in
That's
January.
insane.
Hey,
I don't care who you are. That's insane, bro. For a
hey,
month,
I'm
that's
gonna
insane.
restart the space because people are telling me it's going in and out. So I'm gonna just restart it.
Hey, yo.
All
All
right, bet I'll be
right.
back up.
Jace.